It is good to be back. It's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been a while since I've made anything on YouTube or on Twitch. For that, I don't apologize. Normally, someone would say, we're sorry, and that's the normal recourse, and that's what you normally do and say. But I'm not normal, and neither should you be, and I don't apologize for my hiatus, but it does feel good to actually do this again. But without further ado, welcome to Elysian State. This map is slightly inspired by Grand Theft Auto 5 to be specific, but not really, because that would be copyright infringement. No, it's more or less inspired by the fact that an island is possible and it's easier to do scale with an island. And like many before me, $2.20 being one of them, scale is important, has always been important, and it just looks better with screenshots. It just looks better not having a sudden edge out of nowhere. If there is a Skylines 2, a Cities Skylines 2, I think one thing that they should do is at the edge of a city, not necessarily have the land continue, but kind of be a mirror of what is next to the edge. So if it's a forest, it looks like a forest going off into the horizon and not just a sudden stop. Or the land mass, even though we can't build on it, we see the land mass continue with a mirror and with some fog, some distance fog that we can't necessarily get rid of. I mean, we can get rid of this distance fog, but that's a mod to do. And when we do that, we see the edge, but we get rid of the distance fog so we could build stuff at the edge. Maybe there's a tile worth of space that we can never unlock even with a mod. Because obviously this will work better if it's 25 tiles and not 81 tiles. You get that nice edge. But I think we use 81 tiles to more or less spread things out. You know, maybe I should try limiting myself to 25 tiles. Now that I come to think of it as I talk about this. But anyway, the idea is that we're concerned about scale in terms of, does the mountain look like a mountain compared to my buildings? And do things look like they fit? I know, kind of weird, but that is the artist in me. The island does kind of come out a little bit too square for my liking. So I know I do make some cuts and edits later in the game while we're playing the game and not necessarily in the map editor. In fact, the map editor version doesn't even meet all the requirements. It just has a connection on a tiny little island, and the starting tile is where the reservoir is, but I can't share the map in the state that it is and you be able to play on it, but I can share the saved game, and I will keep a clean saved game so that way you could just start with it. But you definitely will want to use all kinds of mods to play on this map. And if you're on console, it kind of leaves you out, I think, because you guys can't swap save game files, or if you can, you might not be able to play because you might not be able to do 81 tiles. I don't know, it's been forever since I played on console just to test it out. So the idea behind the map is there's this sprawling metropolis on the one side that's got a east coast beach and a west coast beach. Now, granted, they'll all kind of look similar because the story behind the towns is that they're of similar age because people are of similar age. So there's the older parts, the newer parts, and the in-between parts where buildings haven't been as well kept. And then there's buildings that were raised and replaced. And then you've got a town up north, and then a town kind of tucked in a valley. The town tucked in a valley is named Robbins Valley. And I know there's just been bad luck with that series because every time I've started a Robbins Valley, I've always had a problem with the saved game file. So maybe if I don't call it Robbins Valley, I could probably get more than 5 or 10 episodes out of it. And as I'm recording this voiceover, I have more than 5 or 10 episodes worth of video already done. It's a matter of editing. So now that was the map editor. This is the in-game lighting. Although I think the in-game lighting is at a certain time of day. Yeah, I haven't touched the lighting yet. I feel like it's a little dark. I'm editing this because we need to eat up some of that space. As if it's too flat, then we're going to build everywhere and we'll hit limits pretty quick. But it feels good to be back. We're nearing the end of this part. We'll do a little fly around. I'm not sure when the next one will drop. Maybe I'll do releases on Mondays. That way you have time throughout the week to watch. Watch it on break. In terms of length, probably double this, so it'd be a 20-minute or so. I do want some live plays and some quick tips, and maybe do things a little bit different than just, here's a video, sped up, and me talking. Because, yeah, it's 2022. We could do something different. Maybe I'll do a quick tip on how to make edits. But until next time, my name is Ezilii. Enjoy.